too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
Good evening and welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway, where tonight West Coast Sim Racing brings the Toyota GR86 to one of the most unique and technical circuits on the schedule for its finale. The Charlotte Roval is a track that demands precision with heavy braking zones, tight chicanes, and the added challenge of the oval banking. Drivers will need to be clean, disciplined, and fully committed every single lap. In GR86 machinery, momentum is everything, and that puts even more emphasis on smooth inputs, strong corner exits, and mistake-free execution. This is the kind of circuit where patience and racecraft can be just as important as outright speed. Brought to you by Rainy Homes tonight, the road is set for Charlotte. The field is ready. This is West Coast Sim Racing, GR86 at the Charlotte Speedway, and it's time to go racing. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you very much for staying tuned. For the past few rounds, we've been all over the world. It's time to finish things out at Charlotte. Looking at the championship fight, it's Jeremy Fletcher's to lose. Stone Colby and Lico Colby battling for P2 and P3. Instead of Colby too far back to secure a podium bout, Marvin Semiola too far back to secure fourth place. But it's still up for grabs between himself and Onofre for 5th and 6th. Connor Cunningham, Joe Rainey, Brandon Birch, Alexe Andreu round out the top 10. Taking a look at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the oval layout at the very least, 1.5 miles, 24 degrees of banking, 5 degrees across the front, 4 corners across the oval, but we have 17 corners, 9 to the right, 8 to the left, with 35 feet of elevation change here in Concord, North Carolina. As the drivers are coming through the final chicane, well, the penultimate chicane, I should say, want to give a big shout out and thanks to everybody who supported us here on V-Speed. And on behalf of V-Speed, I'm your host, Sagar Bocci, taking you from green to checkered flag for the last time of this championship season. Thank you very much for your love and support. It goes a long way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, get notifications for when V-Speed goes live next. Race now is his 45 minutes race. Competition caution will be called out at the halfway point of this race. Unlimited tire sets and 100% fuel available. Jeremy Fletcher is going to lead us on this starting order with Brandon Birch, Edwin Onofre, Nico Colby, Stone Colby, Slater, then Joe Rainey, Warren Johnson, Alex Andre, Christian James, Darren Colby, Michael Tanagretta, and Jacob Ballard. Leading down into towards turn one, it will be Fletcher in the lead of this event right now. In through the infield now, it looks like it's gonna be nose to tail for all the drivers right now. Ollie Main here in the YouTube chat, cheering on Jacob Bolland right now in the back paddle. Further on, we have Stone Colby, Edwin Onofre, Slater Colby as well. Here comes the 52, gets a little lick from the 16, but up ahead it's all for none because the 36 is there and losing positions. That's Brandon Birch. Little bit of draft given here, coming through the high banking into the final chicane of turn 15, 16, and 17 now. A little bit awkward for these GR86 machines, but Edwin has a little wiggle coming out over the curbs there. Loud Pineapple also cheering on Jacob Bolland. We're gonna have to get him some obligated screen time if you guys keep cheering him on like that. Looking at Brandon Birch and Slater Colby, the number 25, right up ahead. '77 of Rainey from Rainey Home, who's gonna defend hard but fair in front of Slater Colby and Brandon Birch in the wake of the number 25 out in front. Edwin Onofre locked in a steep battle right now with a little bit of hip checking to the 16 on the banking. Trying to find a way through is Edwin Onofre, but he slaughters the sausages in retaliation there. I don't know what they ever did to him, but he sure took care of them. Battle for the lead is now between Slater and Fletcher. Excuse me, Stone and Fletcher. Fletcher into the lead by just a narrow margin, and across the stripe we go here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, which was conceived and built in 1959. And there's a big spin from the 22. Fletcher goes round. That's our championship leader. That's gonna hurt him and really might cause him to lose something in this championship. No, mathematically it's decided already, but still the drama sounds nice. Edwin Onofre into P1 of this race now. Stone Colby, the number 52. Let's see if we can get a replay of what happened to Fletcher there. Here's what happened to Fletcher. He lost it all on his own by the looks of it. So Fletcher just pushing a little too hard. Here comes Onofre, who's lost the lead to Stone, the number 52. Coming through turn one, it looked like Fletcher's car just got loose. Onofre tumbles down the order down into P4 at this point in time. Nico Colby waiting for a mistake. The number 16 had a little tumble and tussle with Onofre earlier on in this event, and I'm sure he's happy to return the favor this time around. There goes Onofre on the 25, super late on the brakes, and he saunders the curb yet again. The 25 is caught sleeping at the wheel, but has a better exit. This might leave the Onofre car, the 199 Tech Sport badge machine, to lose out to the 16 up ahead. It does. Does he also lose out a position now to Brandon Birch as well? Ollie Main saying Fletcher in 10th was not on my bingo card. That is very true. Joe Rainey chases down Stone Colby here. Whoa, and a big mistake there from the 52. He might lose 1, 2, 3 positions. It's all going wrong for him as he went over the curbs, coming out of turn 16 in through 17. This brings out a huge gap for the likes of Joe Rainey now. Number 36 getting advantage and a good run, but sends out wide the 52. Able to get back out onto the tarmac and off the runoff road before the braking zone coming into turn 7. Warren Johnson, the number 24, losing a position now to Christian James, the number 93 driver, right up the road. Edwin Onofre preserves the life of another sausage for one more lap. Riding on board with Onofre in these GR86 Toyotas coming through turn 1. We can see how tricky the lap is here at Charlotte. Up ahead, the battle for the lead continues to rage on as Slater Colby and Joe Rainey exchange blows, but a slight oversight there from the number 25. Two by two, coming down the back stretch in towards 15, 16, and 17. The 3 trickiest corners on the racetrack will make it through fairly clean right now. Drivers separated by just about nothing. Coming down the back stretch, It's still Joe Rainey, Nico Colby, Stone Colby, and Slater. Birch waiting in the wings in the number 36 for his opportunity, and I think it presented itself. One position, two positions, three positions more as he continues to gain on the evening. Attack there from the 36 of Birch on the 16, who gets a bit of a wiggle on the accelerator, ends up going into the concrete barrier, trying to save it, sticks in front of the number 25. Jeremy Fletcher, a man who cannot be stopped, goes to the apron now on the number 25 of Slater Colby, and Jeremy Fletcher is back up into the top four, but not without a battle. And he's going to have to settle for P5 right now as we approach the halfway point of the finale. Brandon Birch trying to challenge for the lead himself right now. Joe Rainey definitely under threat. Nico Colby, that 16, has been waiting for his shot for a while. It hasn't gone his way this race so far. Jeremy Fletcher has to defend the duo behind of Slater and Stone. Half of the Colby train is here. The other third up the road in front of Fletcher. Down Slater Colby up ahead, trying to find his way back up into the podium. But I have a feeling like some of the drivers here are preserving their tires for the second half of the race. Drivers going off wide, touching some grass there as the kids do these days. Birch into the lead of the race with a look at the stamp and ascend. All this battling brings in the likes of none other than Jeremy Fletcher right now, who's going to get the best of Joe Rainey up into third place. But Joe Rainey wants to put up a fight, gives a little touch to the number 22, and off into the concrete he goes to slow down the run. And the 52 of Stone is there to capitalize on one, maybe two positions. Coming around the banking now, this is gonna lead in towards into turn 10, excuse me. Fletcher sends it over the chicane. Absolutely airborne, enough time airborne to be served wine on that flight. Loud Pineapple, yes, there will be a post-race interview. On the free, further back than he'd like to be right now, but seeped in a battle with Stone and Slater right up the road. There goes another move for Joe Rainey down the order, but this time it'll be in the wrong direction. 25 gets through on the 52 as well on the 17. Joe Rainey struggling a little bit, getting onto the baking coming out of turn 7. Again, some drivers perhaps preserving their tires for the race restart now. All right, folks. We can't sleep on this young man right here. The rookie is making waves in the sim racing community, apparently. Trying to find a good camera for the young 43. As we take a look at him as he chases down Warren Johnson. You can see the gap there, separated by just about 2 seconds coming out of the chicane. I'll have to switch over to another battle here. The battle for the lead right now between Birch and Colby. Nico Colby has Jeremy Fletcher to contend with behind him right now. And the gaps open up just a little bit right now. Settle down as we get to the halfway point of this event. On board with Stone right now, but we need to switch over to the gyro cam of Nico Colby as we chase down the race lead. In through turn 7, it's tight on exit, out to the walls, and back down to the apron go Birch, Colby, then Fletcher. Could this be the run that the young Nico Colby needs? He expresses patience as part of his valor there, looking for a mistake from the 36 up ahead. There it is, the move, the overtake is ready to go. Coming down in towards turn 1. We're gonna go 3 abreast now, and it'll be Fletcher there, ready to attack as well. He'll find a way up into P2, the long way around the outside works for Fletcher. Back here, it's Slater, Stone, and Onofre. There it is, the move, the attack, the glance, the blow is there. The number 52 challenges the 25. Who's going to have the run through the banking, though? Side by side, narrowly a nose ahead for the number 25, but the inside line is there for the 52. The momentum is there as well for Stone Colby, and Slater Colby challenges there as well. Now we officially have the Colby train from third on pack. It will be Nico, then Stone, then Slater. Fletcher on the apron, bumps out Birch. And then the competition caution comes out. So I wonder who's gonna be in the lead. Looks like Fletcher will be in the lead at the line. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be
Trade for bananas?
Bananas? No thanks. Are you tired of lowball offers and no-shows? Here at VehicleBuyers.com, we make it fast and easy to sell your vehicle. Enter your vehicle information into our website and receive an offer for your vehicle. Our competitive offers ensure that you get the best deal possible. If you're ready to sell your vehicle, click the link below.
VehicleBuyers.com. Visit us today. Having trouble outfoxing the deals and the competition getting you all flustered? Time to be sly and visit Overstockvehicles.com. We have over 600 vehicles available for sale monthly, all at dealer pricing. Overstockvehicles.com. Visit us today.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish! Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
GC Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
And the lights are out on the iRacing official pace car, folks. And we are ready to rumble. And the lights go out. It'll be Birch, Fletcher, Stone, and Nico. Then Slater, Onofre, Joe Rainey, Christian James, Darren Colby, Alexei Andreu, Warren Johnson, Jacob Ballin, and Michael Tenegretta, rounding out the 13 participants. Because the Charlotte Roval has historic origins, the Charlotte Motor Speedway itself has been part of stock car racing, backdated since 1960. The broader Charlotte Infield Road Course, although dates back to 1971, when a road course was added inside of the oval. The Roval quickly became known as the 17-turn test that mixed high-speed oval sections with technical road course elements. And the course was updated again in 2024 to create a longer infield straight and harder braking front straight chicane. As the pace car pulls in, we have 18 minutes remaining on the clock. It's a good pull for Birch on Fletcher. Green, green, green is the flag color, and no waiting games being played as Birch takes off. Here comes Fletcher on Brandon Birch for the lead of this event, but further back, Joe Rainey tries to contend with Edwin Onufri and Stone Colby. Birch to the inside line coming out of turn number 7 and on to the back stretch. Fletcher defends the inside line, shotguns himself over the curbs, and is able to keep Brandon Birch behind. Here's Fletcher, Birch, Colby in the battle for the lead right now. And a big wiggle and a tank slapper for the 16. And that's going to threaten his position right now. Oh, and a big chuck in towards turn 1 for the number 25 is going to definitely compromise his run. He's going to lose one for sure. Does he lose the second one as well to Christian James? And no, the answer is not yet at the very least. Fletcher up ahead has a big moment. Will this be the opportunity for anybody else to challenge him for the lead? It'll be the 16 trying to go to the inside on the 22. The door is quickly shut on him. Fletcher, Colby, Birch, side by side for the trio, coming in through turn 10, 11, and 12. And look at that pack of GRs behind. It's all gonna turn upside down for the 25, and he's gonna cut the chicane there. Battle for the lead between Colby and Fletcher. Colby, it gets into the lead of the race here on lap number 18. 15 minutes left to go. It's not anybody's ball game. It's only fortune favored the few. Fletcher and Colby going after it right now. This might all boil over. Fletcher late on the brakes. Nico with a switchback. A bump in the rump there to the number 22. And Nico back into the lead. Fletcher trying to switch up to the inside line, goes a little bit too deep, or is he? Does he have the just perfect amount of momentum? Look at the three-way battle further back. Now Christian James up at P5, trying to find a way through on anybody. Rainey puts up the block right now. Onofre yeets it over the curbs himself. Fletcher back into the lead in front of Nico. Coming down into turn one, and there's a big lick of the step and ascend into the barrier. I think that might have been Darren Colby. Thought it was going to be side by side, but no, it'll try to be another switchback for the 16. This time he avoids contact with the 22, but that checkup slows down his run in the 199 of Onofre. Might be able to get some moves done, perhaps get a good haul of points going through the finale. "12 minutes and 50 seconds remaining on the clock. And as the chat has clearly indicated, still anybody's ball game. And the 16 go side by side, coming through the final chicane. That will be a look at the stamp and a big moment for Alexei Andreu. Wowza, let's see if we can find out what happened here to Alexei. Coming through the banking, it all looks okay as he's got Onofre behind and Joe Rainey. Ooh, and then Joe Rainey late on the brakes gives Alexei a big kiss of the smooch there. Here's Alexei and Colby right now. Number 25 of Slater and Alexei going wheel to wheel. Up ahead, the battle for the lead continues to be something as Christian James is here, ready to get his elbows out as well. Whoa, big moment there for Joe Rainey, and he's going to be able to catch it and recover. Here comes Fletcher's charge through turn one. Momentum there for the 16. The blocks by Fletcher are too steep. Number 93 tries to go for an alternate line around the cars ahead. Momentum is not there. Fletcher finds the optimum line and secures it. None of the other drivers can't do anything about it. Fletcher to the inside again here. Nico tries to turn in, but has to wait because Fletcher occupies that real estate again, unable to get that switchback. 1:25 left on the clock. And it seems to be that Fletcher, Colby, and Christian James are pulling away from Rainey and Alexe behind. But the more they battle, the more an opportunity will present itself for the drivers behind. Two by two coming down in through the infield section. Who's gonna come out on top? Christian James and the 16 are gonna go door to door, and it'll be a challenge for both drivers, but the trio make it through unscathed or not for Christian James, as Joe Rainey is now closer than he has been for a long time. Fletcher bobbing and weaving and blocking the 16's attacks. He had the momentum coming down the back stretch. Who's it gonna go for though? The 22, the 16 gets a little nudge from behind. I think that was Christian James trying to give him the hurry up and run. $16 to the inside on the 22. Tries to switch it back up, but the momentum not there. These are such momentum-driven vehicles. Fletcher bombs again to the inside. This time, Colby's far back enough to be able to try to get a switch back, but he's too far back this time to execute it well. Alexe behind Warren Johnson right now. Their battle is for 7th and 8th position. Whoa, there goes the 25 into the wall on entry to turn 1. Looking back at the Ballin battle, he's got Darren Colby to keep him company right now. I don't think he's too comfortable with sharing real estate with Ballin, not until they sign a prenuptial agreement at the very least. Up ahead, the battle side by side is with Christian James, Joe Rainey, Stone Colby, and Brandon Birch. Settled to single file line. Christian James a little out of touch with the leaders. And Nico Colby 1 second back from Jeremy Fletcher. And there's a wiggle there for James. Joe Rainey back up into 3rd. Birch getting an advantage. Now on Christian James, who might have a slowdown coming out of the final corner. And well into the final 5. Whoa, big mistake there for Birch. Checking in with the battle for the lead now. It'll be Fletcher ahead of Nico Colby by 0.6 of a second. I'm not sure if the young Nico Colby can do anything to stave off the attack now. Fletcher clatters into the wall. That's going to slow down his charge to the stripe. You can tell how hard he is pushing to the last breath now as we get into the final 3 minutes of this race. Oh no, Christian James in pits. Something going terribly wrong for Christian James, unfortunately, in this race. Here comes a good switchback from the 52 on the 47. Keeping an eye on the battle for the lead. The gap hasn't come down as much as I'd like it to. Nico Colby might be a little too far back to make anything happen going into the penultimate run. Fletcher's going to lead us onto the final lap for the final time here at Charlotte. Jeremy Fletcher with 7, now make it 8 wins to his name, is the champion of the West Coast Sim Racing GR86 Cup Series, presented by V-Speed. Fletcher has continuously talked about controlling the field and watching the battles unfold behind him in his rearview mirror all season long. It goes to show you that he's a master at these vehicles, not only in the sim, but in the real life as well. His accolades, his triumphs, his journey, this is only the beginning. Fletcher leads by 1.5 seconds now and is there to accept the checkered flag. Nico Colby is there in P2. Darren Colby in 3rd. Joe Rainey in 4th. Brandon Birch in 5th. Slater Colby in 6th. Darren Colby, Warren Johnson, Jacob Bolland, Alexei Andreu, Edwin Onofre, Michael Canagretta, and Christian James. taking a look at the unofficial results. Fletcher, Colby, Rainey, Birch, Colby, Warren Johnson, Boland, Alexei Andre, and Edwin Onofre, Tana Greta, and Christian James rounded out. Ready to talk to our race winners and our championship winners as well here in just a few moments. Ready to talk to and get engaged with. Let's go from bottom to the top. It'll be Stone Colby in P3 for the race. And let me make sure I get this right. P2 for the championship, if I'm not mistaken.
Going on?
Not much. How are you doing? Are you relieved that the championship over? Sad? What are you feeling tonight?
I mean, I try not to take it too serious. It's always a good time. You know, I'd play it year round if I could, but no, I mean, it was all fun. I think that race, kind of everybody was just wanting to race each other, which made it a lot more fun instead of taking it so serious, and definitely made it interesting. I'm sure the broadcast was pretty interesting as well. So, but no, it was a good time.
It was a really exciting race. If this is the attitude you guys had from the word go this championship, I don't know if we'd make it through live. I mean, you guys were going wheel to wheel, giving a couple bump and runs there. The bump draft was given through the banking. Talk to us about how it felt to drive through the championship as well, you know, in these specific cars.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to be pretty solid with every race, and setup wise too. You got to like know what you're doing with the car. So, I mean, that's something that I lack is setup wise. I'm kind of late to the party when it comes to that, but just being consistent in every race and, you know, trying to podium out every time you can. You know, I don't spend as much time as Jeremy, so that's why he beats me. But other than that, I mean, it was I mean, more just trying to survive, less mistakes, and not getting taken out or taking other people out. But no, I mean, it was a fun season. It was a pretty good lineup of tracks. Raced a couple new ones. This was actually my first go around on this layout for this track, so it was a little bit to learn. And the front tires definitely they did kind of just take a crap halfway through the race. So that made it tough, but yeah, we kept it close, and yeah, it was fun.
It looked like it was fun. I often find myself questioning if I should join you guys or continue to broadcast you guys. But either way, Stone, anybody you'd like to shout out or anybody you'd like to thank on the second place for the championship and third place tonight here at Charlotte?
Overstock Vehicles, vehiclebuyers.com, friends and family for watching, you for broadcasting, Warren for putting on the league, and Jeremy for first and Nico for third.
Right on. Thank you so much, brother. Have a great night. And as always, make sure you stay safe out there.
You too.
Over to next. It'll be our second place contestant, Nico Colby, who placed third in the championship. Nico, how does it feel to be done with the championship driving the GR86s?
Yeah, no, it was just overall fun league, just a fun season, and just a lot of fun racing and battling.
Now, are you looking forward to the next one? Not looking forward to it with a busy race season ahead of you? What are your plans looking for the following run?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll definitely come back to this league. This is basically the most practice you can get for the real life car, but yeah, just ready to come back.
That's awesome, Nico. Now you had, some pretty heavy hitters in this championship. No slouch in his own right was Jeremy Fletcher. How do you plan on attacking him going into the next championship bout?
Yeah, just definitely getting better over time, just doing a lot of officials, kind of let him have it tonight just because thought it'd be cool if he could win for his championship.
Right on. Nico, anybody you'd like to shout out or anybody you'd like to thank on the P2 tonight and third place in the championship?
Yeah, you, of course, for the broadcast all season, Warren for the league all season, everyone that makes it fun, everyone that watches, and just, yeah.
Right on. Thank you so much, Nico. Have a great night and make sure you stay safe out there.
You too.
And drum roll, please. It's Jeremy Fletcher, the championship winner. He led us by a country mile when the checkered flag flew. Jeremy, how does it feel to be done with the championship and to be on the high step of the podium here?
Yeah, it's definitely nice. You know, it's kind of was my expectation coming in. Warren puts on a great league overall, as much as trouble we give him, but kind of hopped in for a couple races last season and then decided to actually, you know, make the commitment, run this season, and was pleasantly surprised. You know, I think the racing's always good and just trying to put on a show for all the viewers and the people that are watching. So tonight was, I think we did just that. Keeping everything stacked up. We were only 7 seconds off a lap at some point, so definitely was a lot of tight racing, a lot of door-to-door action, and happy to come out on top.
Yeah, it was some, I want to say some of the closest racing we have seen. And is that just a nature of Charlotte experience, time in the vehicle at this point? You know, what was it tonight when the lights went out at Charlotte that made you guys explode with excitement?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's kind of figured it out by now, especially this core group. Obviously, the field size shrinks as the championship closes because people realize they're not in the points and they don't really have anything to gain. But when that core group stays there, you really get a entire field of people that know what they're doing. They're pretty quick, and then you have, you know, I mean, everybody's going to have some instance, so that's where you see the occasional spins. I mean, I self-spun by myself
right
from the lead.
All the way down into P10, you recovered to the win, by the way.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just good group of guys, good car, and I think everybody's slowly kind of piggybacking off of what Stone said, the setup side of things. I don't shower, don't sleep, don't touch grass, so my car was pretty good there at the end. I think I went purple on the last lap by like 8/10, so these guys are definitely closing the gap to me. So gonna have to start, you know, maybe playing a little bit more, getting more active on the officials again. But yeah, it's been a fun season.
And any retort there to Nico saying that he gave you the win tonight?
Yeah, he's only like 8/10 a lap off. He sucks. He gets lucky every once in a while. Blind squirrel finds a nut, so happy he could finish second and at least stand next to me.
Jeremy Fletcher there. Anybody you'd like to shout out or anybody you'd like to thank on the championship win and the win at Charlotte tonight?
The Rainey family, Colby family, you for getting us through the second half of the season with the broadcasting stuff. I think it's been a really good switch. Warren for putting on this league and getting ready to start kind of branding, trying to get some more guys in here. And yeah, I think everybody that comes in, week week out. Birch for, I guess, coming back out of retirement for this race to make it a little more interesting. Like you said, Nico finishing second and everyone else at home.
Right on. Thank you very much, Jeremy Fletcher. Really appreciate you supporting West Coast Sim Racing and everything that you do here to keep it exciting. Have a great night, brother. And as always, stay safe.
Yes, sir. You too. Warren, send me my trophy.
It's coming.
Possibly a challenge coin. Accept that. As
no, they got championship belts coming.
Championship belts.
That's right.
I didn't know belts were on the line. I'm throwing away the microphone, Warren. I'm getting into the rig.
Hey, I told you, man, get on in here.
No wonder Sean Stam gave up to join you guys.
Right, exactly.
No, that was race, Warren.
It was fine. I almost X'd out, but I was just having fun watching the guys battle. Congrats to Jeremy on that championship win. Congrats to Stone on the good P2 and Nico on a good P3. I think they've been on the podium, both of those guys, every single season of West Coast Sim Racing. So, you know, the streak continues. That That might change next year. We're gonna have some pretty fast drivers though, so they got to watch out. Hopefully, get some practice in, as we're gonna have a lot of off-season races. And next season starts in July, guys. Second week of July. I think it's July 6th. Just stay tuned for that one. If you'd like to join us, please send a message to us, and we'll get you in here.
Absolutely. If you want to join West Coast Sim Racing, you like what you see, make sure you get involved. It's easy to do. Find them on Discord and get inserted to your sim rig. You see how good the action is on screen. I'm even tempted to jump in the rig myself. Warren Johnson looking forward to next season in July with a couple of off events coming up throughout June. Any other final announcements or words for the stream?
Well, just thank you for the whole season for broadcasting for us, man. I hope you had a good time, and I hope we could give you some good action up there in the booth to talk about. Thanks to all the viewers for watching. It's really, really awesome to see that week in, week out, people watching, all the fans, and no, it doesn't happen without my drivers and the fans, of course, and you. But and most importantly, the drivers. They're kicking ass every week in and week out. They've supported me. I try to support them in our sim racing careers, quote unquote. But yeah, thank you guys for another great season. This was awesome. We're going into season 5, kicking it into high gear. So don't miss out. We're coming right back at you with all the action.
Thank you so much, Warren Johnson. Really appreciate you. And I'll catch up with you shortly.
See you later, Soccer. Have a good one.
You too. It's always a bittersweet moment when a championship comes to a conclusion. You never know what's on the horizon. You never know what's coming up next. A lot of uncertainty. But one thing is for certain is that we'll be having another season with West Coast Sim Racing kicking off in July as soon as we're done with our off-season break. And we're going to have a great time. So a couple of guarantees for you, for the fans. And I just have to reiterate what Warren Johnson said with his gratitude. Thank you so much to all the drivers for showing up and showing out every single week and participating. It would not be the same without all of you guys. Thank you so much for telling your mother, your friend, your sister, your dog to watch the stream. It has been phenomenal to see chat lit up with the loved ones. So thank you very much for all of your love and support. But tonight, we have to say goodbye for the final time for the GR86 Cup Season 4. Have a great night, everybody. And as always, make sure you stay safe out there. Goodbye for now.